We pump those profits back into the profit cycle to generate even more profits. And I know what you're going to say. Profits? Yes, Stan. You're soaking in them.
Hey guys, how's it going? This is your boy extrmwill here with Extreme Tech. We're going to bring you another video here. I'm going to cover how my mining operation's going, kind of what I'm seeing. It's definitely been a while since my last one. Mostly I've been kind of waiting, like when this gets done, I'll do a video, and then I'm like, when I finish this, I'll do a video. And then I get to the point, I'm like, well, am I done with this? I don't know, so trying to go back and forth on it. So let's just do it right now, where I'm at. Why not? I've been seeing really solidly about $50 a day. I think now that I've gone up to 12 cards, I think when I went from I think it was like 7 cards for the longest time, 6 cards. When I went from that 6 or 7 to the 12, I don't see this number spiking up and down, this current actual profitability. I don't see this number spiking up and down as much as I was before. So I think that's part of it hasn't necessarily been motivating me as much to want to make another video, because I don't see that same value I saw in it before. Every time I log on every day right now, I'm seeing $50 a day. A little disappointing compared to where it was before. But, I mean, when I was at $30 a day, when I had, the 6 to 7 cards, it would spike back and forth. 1 minute I would be at, $120 a day, and then the next minute I'd be at, $20 a day, and it just keep rifling back and forth. We get down here, I don't know if I have any really good examples of it right now. Let's see, I'm sure I can find some. Yeah, I can. The best example I guess I'll have right now, there's 3080 right now. This is definitely, my actual profitability right now is definitely significantly higher. But if we look down right next to it, my actual profitability on my 3080 should still say that it's at about 95 mega hash. But it says my actual profitability is almost half. Is at 0.00014. And then my 3090 is at 0.000279. So it's almost actually recording about half. So the 3090 right now is recording a lot more, but my numbers aren't necessarily spiking. That just spiked up to 59. Now I say I haven't seen my numbers spike in a long time. Because this one right here is, it's just not reporting quite as well. And then if we look at all 3 of my 3070s, this one's at 0.00011, 0.00013, and then 0.409. So it's the 3 cards, they're all averaging each other out. Because everything in here is pretty much averaging each other out, it would have to take everything hitting really big at the same time. Like right now it might be. It says I'm up to $60 a day right now, which I think I might be closer to. I think with the price of Bitcoin and the price of Ethereum going back up, I think I am actually making more today than I was yesterday. I wouldn't doubt it if I do make $10 more today than yesterday. But I think with having the more cards, I'm really seeing a lot of these numbers average out, where my profitability here for the 24 hours, what it's expecting, it's my lowest unit of measurement it can figure out. It's being more averaged out, because for one of these that is hitting really high, one of these is going to hit a little bit more average. I could still have it though, but I would need more cards to be hitting higher in order to have that number shoot up. I think when I was a smaller number of cards, it was having an easier time averaging out. I would assume too, if I were to double this number of cards, my numbers would still be even more averaged out than they are right now, and be closer to what they actually are and or should be. I wouldn't notice as much the big spikes up or spikes down when I'm hitting them. So one of the biggest things I think I've seen lately and I've been taken to. But if we're going to look through really quickly what each card is giving me for the mega hash, the 3080 laptop, it's actually going to give me, I'm saying 53 because we're recording. So of course it's going to be really nice to come up. If you watched this before, about 62.8. My 3060 is giving me, oh wow, that is, I'll have to take a look at that. That's not right. That's not right. Oh, that's right here. Literally right. My MSI afterburner shut off for some reason. Let's see if that'll come right back there. I should check beforehand. I do have my Chia router is right here with all 90 terabytes. We do have 90 terabytes. We're checking that in a minute here too. I'll check it back in a second, but that's under reporting. That should be at 50. I'll take a look at that in a minute. My 3060 Ti is at 55.8, so this is actually under reporting too. This should be at about 60. These are both just under 60. The two 3060 Ti's. These two 3060s are both at about 49. Which is good. My 3070 should be at about, these should all be at about 60. That one's at 60.99. This one's at 58.9. And this other one's at 60.4. 3080, I think we already looked at this, is at about 95. I don't know what the deal is with this card. This is the brand new one I just got off Newegg Shuffle. It needed 3 8-pins in order to connect it to the power. And it the first computer I put it in, I think that computer, that motherboard might just be shot. It's one of the ones I got where the graphics card had come in at an angle, and the graphics card was wrecked. I'm thinking that motherboard on it might be shot too. Because I put it in both slots, and it wasn't working right on either slot. So I may have to send that motherboard back too. But yeah, I can only get 95 megahash out of that card. I don't know why I can only get 95 out of that card, but that's all it can do. If I try to overclock it at all, it turns the screen off. So it's overclocked at about, I think it's at about 900 plus. So it's definitely a little different. And then my 3090, we're at about a 110. It's probably at about a 112, maybe 115, but it's going to report a 110. That's what it's going to report. So if we come over here, if you get used to looking at these current profitability numbers, this is another spot where you can see if there is like a big instance of a spike, if you start knowing exactly what the current profitability on it should be for how many Satoshis or whatever it should be getting. You can notice, because right now it still looks 3090 is probably doing about what it should be doing, because it should be about 2,000. So my 3080 right now is actually underreporting too, because my 3080 should be at about 2,000 as well, which is exactly what my 3060 is at with this 100 mega hash. And then my 3060 Ti, that should be about 120 mega hash. I guess it said the mega hash right here for the whole thing. So this is saying it's actually getting 140. It's not actually getting 140, it's getting 120, but it got lucky for like an extra 17 mega hash or something like that. So I found one with bigger rewards, I believe. See, I just reset that one. That's why it's coming in a little low. I'm going to take a look at my 3060 Ti in the mini case in there too. That one may have the same thing too, where it just stopped working on. So that's up to 47 mega hash now, so that's at least on a little bit better. Let's put some of the power here. I know this photo you guys don't see me checking that stuff. You can see me going. There we go. Yeah, back to 110 power and 47. I think that one might have a little bit of an issue too, because I'm running my massive harvester out of that, so that it is running 15, 20 hard drives out of it right now. Yeah, you can see some of it in here. You can get used to reading those numbers. If we come down here to my payouts right here, $9 has been getting a little bit closer to what I've been getting. It's looking like that last one was a little bit shorter. Not sure why. don't think I had anything turned off. I thought I was getting used to getting like $9 blocks. Let's look at some smaller. I think this one right here, the 785, is when we went to dinner and my dog went under the computer desk because it was going to rain. And he unplugged Skynets. He unplugged my two 3060 Ti's for a couple hours. So I think that's why this block is smaller. But I've been getting about $9 a block. I think we get a couple days ago here. I'm at most of them are 8. We go back to the first. We're all looking pretty close to 9. This last one I guess was a little bit under. You can see like the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum have been going up. So if we double check these on what things are making as far as after profitability, this top card, I've said it a bunch of times, I'll keep saying it, it's not a real card, nobody really owns them. It's like a networking card that's like $20,000. Nobody's really mining on that card. 3090, I wouldn't even recommend mining on this 3090 card because this thing's a giant waste. But it says it's getting about $8 a day, which maybe sounds about right. 3080, so it's getting 640. Should have checked these before I came in here too. I didn't look to see. I think my 3060 and 3070 Ti, I thought they were both closer to like $4.50 or $4.60 a card when I was looking at them before. About how much they're making. So I think they're actually making about 50 cents more. Just going to matter, I guess, when we look at the next one. And the last one, the 3060 Ti, this says $328 a day. And my 3060 over here says it's making me... It says $210 before electricity and about $250 after electricity. $250? $310. Let's see, where's the card in here? No, it's unpaid balance is $250. So my current profitability is $310 a day after electricity. So that one's actually a little bit under, but I think it's because I'm not getting the full mega hash out of that one. But if we come in here and what to mine, I have to blow this up to full screen here so we can see these properly. Checking on what to mine, I have the 3 3060s. I have 3 3060 Ti's, and then I include the laptop in as a 3060 Ti, my 3080. It gets about 62 mega hash, so we're just going to consider it to be 3060. 3 3070s. I have one 3080 right now. I'm supposed to have 2 more 3080s coming, and a 3090. I also have a 3060 coming I should get in a couple days. I don't know when I'm getting the 3060 Ti either. That and one of the 3080s are still kind of out there for like who knows when. So for Ethash, it says right now I'm getting I should be getting about 723 mega hash. This 1,790 watts. That should equate out to like $180 a month or something like that, I think, for electricity, if I'm not mistaken, for the total month. Which right now is about 3 or 4 days when I'm mining. If we come down here right now, it says Ethereum is 52.77 a day. I was watching one where a guy earlier today was saying he was mining, I thought he was mining with 800 mega hash on Ethereum, and he said he made $50 yesterday. Doesn't make me that worried about it, because I look at this then, like, nicehash says it's supposed to be paying me about 50.4, and I think nicehash is actually paying me 55. So I think with less hash rate right now, I think I'm actually making more than I would if I was just straight mining Ethereum for today. So it's kind of why I'm not doing it yet. There's other things in here that I can do when or if I'm going to need to. When Ethereum, we can't mine it anymore. I'll figure it out when we get there. I'm not really too worried about it. I'm probably going to take whatever the path of least resistance is at that time, because that's kind of how I tend to do things. Look at Coinbase prices. Bitcoin, I guess, looks like it's It was over 38. It looks like it's starting to dip down a little bit. It looks like everything was up kind of higher today. It looks like it's maybe all starting to spike down just a little bit, but it wasn't a bad day. I've changed up a little bit what I have down here. I don't really know why, if I have rhyme or reason. I think I've already gone too long into this one, so I don't want to go too much into that speculative stuff. Where am I actually at right now with Chia Calculator? This is one that I think does need to be discussed. Currently, I just broke 90 terabytes right here on my harvester. So, I'm at about 1 month. They did change this up a little bit, which I am pretty happy for. They added a new column in down here in the bottom. But I'm estimated to win about once a month. And I own about 0.0007% of the network. I think I am currently writing faster than the network is growing. So I'm pretty happy about that. I am going to run into massive issues of growth and expansion, how I'm going to deal with it. Because I said, I've already got a whole ton hooked up onto here. I think I'm going to give up with the idea of having a main harvester. And as I'm writing on 6 machines, I may just let me write on 6 machines and just start turning each machine into its own harvester or something for now. I don't know. I'm going to have to figure it out. I've got a bunch of stuff coming that's not going to be here till the end of the month, till the end of this month. Hopefully I'll get it by the end of this month. Some networking cards that I can plug more hard drives into, and some racking that I can put them in. So I gotta wait to get it. I guess I still haven't figured out how to use the server here yet. I can still try to figure that out. Look at this, it says I should do pretty good. I still haven't run on this yet though, so it's still like, I don't know how exactly I feel about it. I feel like I've been mining for about a month already, and it says I got about a 60% chance to win per month. So I think I'm going to keep trying to push it and see if I can't get that up more, because I'd like to be winning like once a month. I haven't won once yet at 60%, so I don't know. I don't know if I've been at 60% the whole time now. I don't know exactly when I overtook growth on the network. So it'd be interesting for me to go back. I'd like to go back and rewatch some of my old ones to try to see. Shane said I had it at 765 for right now. So, I mean, it's 2 coins. Be nice to win them. I don't know if it'll work out necessarily as well as I would have originally thought it would, though. I started using a new app. Let's do this one last one real quick. I think I'm actually at about 100 terabytes right now total in the house. The majority of it's in here. I might be a little bit over 100. I was going to go count it all up, and it was like, I'm just going to film this. So it tells me at the bottom on 62% chance to win. But let's bring this new one up. And then let's go to this. So I wonder if I can do this then. Okay. I can kind of see what you guys are saying. I've started using... Oh, you can't see this at all. Crypto.com. Oh, you can't see it at all. No. So I could probably do some stuff just straight from the phone once I start figuring out a little bit better. But I've started using crypto.com. I think I may make this my primary exchange. I still got a bunch of different questions on how exactly I can do it. I think they can do my taxes for me, which I guess would be a benefit over trying to use Coinbase and then Coin Tracker to do my taxes. But I've been trying to I've been just buying a bunch of random stuff on here. I went on here yesterday. I had like 50 or 60 bucks left over after I paid all the bills. So I bought like $10 worth of like 6 different coins, just to, expand out my portfolio a little bit and kind of play around. So I kind of like the app. There's a bunch of weird stuff you can do on the app, so I'm still trying to learn a lot more about it before I bother trying to make any kind of video on how to use it or anything. But it does look pretty cool, just because I think it supports like 4 or 5 times more coins than Coinbase does. I think you pay less fees too. Not fully sure. I think I get like no fees for like the first 90 days. So for the first 90 days, I want to try to do as much on it as I can, and then we'll see where we're at. I'm probably going to try to get the debit card off of there. You need to have I want to get like the better one where you stake a bunch of money in there first in their coins. So I'm probably gonna do that. I don't know if I may just do that all in like my next 10 days from nicehash. But we'll see. Guess let's probably stick with chia for a minute here. So let's end with chia. So watching a lot about the pools. I think we probably still have about a month or so before the pools are up and running. There's going to be a lot of talk, and there's going to be a lot of work they got to get through. So to be optimistic / pessimistic / realistic, I think it's going to be about another month for the pools. I've been sitting here going, oh, any day now, any day now, any day now. I watched the thing they did this morning, and I've watched some other guys recap on it. I just think it's going to be a little bit before they get the pools up and running. But it's one of the reasons I got Crypto.com app is right now you can buy chia on it, but you cannot send your chia to it just yet. They're working on it. So I'm hoping by the time I win a chia, I'll be able to send it to Crypto.com, and I'll be able to sell my chia through Crypto.com to give me like a little bit of something I feel a little bit more secure about, because I think right now there's only like 1 or 2 exchanges it's on that you can sell it on, and they're exchanges from foreign countries that I'm not really familiar with, that I don't know anything about their actual credibility, that I don't necessarily feel safe giving them my my banking information and such. So even if I do win right now, I might sit on it until Crypto.com is able to deal with it, and then I'll send it over to Crypto.com. And I think I'm going to get their debit card, and I may just start massively trying to take advantage of that thing, and I may do all of my spending through that in conversions, but we'll see. We will have to wait and see. So yeah, hopefully that's it for this video. That is definitely way longer than I think anybody wanted to see it go. So if you guys liked it, hit the like button, subscribe, come on back, and we'll do some more of these. Hopefully I can start doing them a little bit more regularly. I know I want to do some more like specially focused kind of videos, but I'm like, I don't even know what to do a specially focused video on right now. Like, I'm so scatterbrained on what I'm trying to learn and what I'm trying to do to be like, well, this I should do it on this, or I should do it on that. So like, I don't even know. I may redo some of my old videos with what I've learned. So yeah, if you like the content, keep on coming back. I'll see you guys later.